I was watching this kid get stopped by the cops about 3 days ago, right here. As I was watching, one of the cops told me to move on. And I came over here as I was riding my bike. There was a lady right here in the middle of the street, already parked, watching them beat up this kid. As I'm talking, the lady's talking to me, I'm talking to her about how they're using excessive force on this guy that they're arresting for no reason. The cop tells me to go over there. But by the time there was no sun, there was all sunlight. I told him to come over here by the shade. I came over here.
What time was this?
Around 9:10, 9:15.
So the sun was
It was already over there. The shade was over here.
Okay.
He told me to have a seat. I sat down. He's telling me I need to show him for my ID. I go, I don't think I need to. That's when he's gonna get me for obstruction of justice. I goes, I don't think you have the right to do that. And then some other cop or detective came over here, looked at my bike, went back to his car, came back over here. After they couldn't get any information out of me, they went into my bag, they handcuffed me, went into my bag, got my information, and asked me for more information. I go, I'm not answering nothing, I plead the fifth. Then a detective or cop comes over here and tells me.
Did you give consent for them to go in your bag?
I never gave the consent to go into my bag. They never had a warrant, nothing.
Okay.
And then the detective or somebody came over here, looks at my bike, goes over there by his truck, looks at something in his truck, comes back over here, says the bike is stolen. And then he arrests me. We have a discussion about a good hour to 45 minutes. Then he's gonna let me on reconnaissance. You're not gonna do anything. And I keep keeping the bike. I go, you're not taking my bike. You either take me for the bike or you let me go. And I'm taking my bike. Then he said, I'm gonna take you in for disorderly conduct and disturbing obstruction of justice and grand theft. Then he took me to the police station down over here. And then they took me to the county. And that was the extent of the whole thing. At no point in time was I violent. At no point in time did I obstruct any cop from doing anything. And I followed their silly orders. Not silly orders. I followed them to come over the side so I didn't want to be
Why did you listen to them in the first place?
I didn't want to get shot. I wasn't trying to be confrontational. I was just looking at what they were doing that was illegal, which was using excessive force after they detained somebody. Stomping on his head, then putting their feet on his head and punching him. And the lady that was talking to me, she talked to me. I didn't stop traffic. After they arrested me, I was trying to stop traffic to get some witnesses to make sure that they didn't hurt me or do anything illegal. That's the end of the story. At no point in time was I rude, disruptive, or confrontational. I did not refuse. How did I get from over here to over there where they arrested me if I refused what they said to do? They never told me I had to leave. Still recording?